Alright, ladies and gentlemen, everyone out there in the crowd, a warm welcome. It is time for Kolo X Arena. And it is week number 5, and I hope you guys know what that means. It is time for the last qualifier here for all our EU players. Guys, I am hyped. And of course, I have the hype man number 1 here next to me. It is my boy, my brother, Aquaman on the mic. What's good?
That's right, baby, number 1! Yeah! Just like Mortal Kombat that's coming later this year, Rip. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys.
Don't get me started.
I'm excited after seeing some gameplay yesterday. I don't know about you, Rip.
Man, guys, it is like Christmas currently. But the thing is, Aquaman, we're gonna have Christmas for the several months, maybe even years to come. And that is the most beautiful thing for all Mortal Kombat fans out there. We saw the gameplay. We saw a lot of surprises, good, bad ways. The community is twisted as always. You know, the community is split. But in the end, Aqua, I think we can confidently say we're getting something fresh.
That is for sure. And man, oh man, to even see something new is a blessing in and of itself. Seeing everyone excited again in any way, shape, or form has been awesome to see. But, you know, until then, we are still grinding it out here in Mortal Kombat 11, and we are in the deep cataclysms of this game, or catacombs of this game in PC, EU, and North America. You said it earlier, this is our last qualifier for the EU side of things, which means that half of our finale is going to be set, because the finale is going to be a collision of both North America and EU at the end of this thing, Rip.
Oh yeah, it is gonna be ridiculous. I mean, right now, guys, week number 5, that means last qualifier. Today, at the end of the stream, we can actually take a look at our final standing. Aquaman doing the maths real quick in the end, saying, you know what, this is top 8, this player made top 8. But the bracket today, there are some surprises in there. Some players we haven't seen for quite some time in action. And Aqua, do you agree with me when I say some killers are gonna compete today?
Some killers, all of the killers, are in this bracket. They comprise the entire thing pretty much from top to bottom. A lot of our guys that are looking really good for the finale are in this bracket tonight. So we're gonna get a little bit of a preview of who's gonna be representing the EU side of things. But when they get to the finale, Rip, you know, it completely changes, because in that first round of the finale, it's gonna be EU VNA across the entire board. So, you know, a lot of this familiarity amongst themselves won't carry through into the finale, which is a little bit different than what we're used to doing around here.
That is true. I like it, guys, though, because Aquaman, we had a lot of conversations before we started this collab, you know, brainstorming a little bit, and I love that we split it during the qualifiers, and in the end, guys, we're gonna have the most ridiculous matchups on planet Earth, because I know that a lot of these players, I mean, NA, and they have never played each other. You know, in Combat League, Aquaman, they can always press that decline button when it says 151 ping. But in Kolo X Arena, guys, if you want to have a shot at that money, you have to play through it, baby. And I'm all in for it.
Rip, honestly, I cannot wait in Mortal Kombat 1 when, because the internet has gotten so good, they're gonna be like, fuck it, we're gonna increase it to you can't decline below 200 ms. I can't wait.
It is good, and I mean, let's not talk about it here too much, but it looks promising. I heard from my own community already, Street Fighter 6 netcode, ridiculously good.
I've heard that it's, when it comes to cross-regionalness, I've heard that it is fantastic. So you never know what's gonna go down in the future, guys, that's for sure.
I mean, Aquaman, I don't want to scare your NA community there, but it might be possible that in the near future, my EU boys, they're gonna conquer the Kolosseum as well.
Whoa! those are some mighty big words right here, because
Shots
little do you know, I've got people coming out of caves that they've been hiding in for years, waiting for the next Mortal Kombat title, my friend.
I have ROETHOR in my basement still.
You have a foxy grandpa and 6 trolls. That's what you've got.
That's what I have, and no one is ready for them. But guys, you know what? what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a look at today's bracket
But
because
honestly, I don't know if anyone is ready for that. I don't know.
no one is ready. Guys, put those seatbelts on. It is gonna be wild tonight. I can't wait. Aquaman, let's talk about it. Here is our top 8 bracket. Single elimination all the way through. First to 3, baby. Nice and quick. That's how we like it. And every single name right here. Man, 110% sweat. From top to bottom, fight number 1. The 6-time arena champion. One of the best Sub-Zero players in the entire world. DISARTED versus POKESPECIAL. The CIS clash. And most likely Sub-Zero versus Kano. Aqua, give me your thoughts on this.
This is going to be a upset if there's ever going to be one. If POKESPECIAL can pull this off, plays, you know, as you mentioned or aforementioned, the 2 characters that specialize and utilize what this man's name is about. Poke and specials. Kano down 1 something. Johnny Cage, really any button in the special in that man's arsenal. But it's going to be a tall order because, you know, DISARTED Connie have been tearing up this entire series. And the fact that they're on the same side of the bracket is pretty intense because not only are they on the same side of the bracket, but the only person to have had taken these 2 to school really on any consistent basis is also on the side of the bracket, and that is SCHOOLMAN himself.
Guys.
And a second note, KANIMANI hasn't lost a tournament. He has won all 4 qualifiers so far going into this.
Yeah, that is...
Small note.
That is impressive. But we know it. If there is one player on planet Earth who is able to stop KANIMANI's reign of terror, then it is SCHOOLMAN, aka Arena is free. And he is ridiculous. The best Joker, maybe one of the best Jokers in the entire world. I know doesn't play the game as much. Looking forward to his comeback with MK1. But yes, KANIMANI versus SCHOOLMAN. Aqua, that is some thumbnail potential right here in round number 2 of this bracket. It is gonna be a very, very intense fight. Whenever we have these 2 players fight each other, it is most likely going to a game 5, and we see the most ridiculous shit.
I mean, very rarely do we see the chat talking about a matchup here in round 1, and they're like, Connie v. SCHOOLMAN happening this early. Yeah, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna get the popcorn ready, so I'm gonna do Rip.
Yeah.
And then we take a trip down to the second half where we got Katana Khan, who has been consistent as hell throughout the series, going up against another one, Mako. And these 2 always meet up in these series. I think that this is just another arena classic.
Yeah, at this point it is. And the most fun thing is...
Now, what isn't an arena classic? Because we even saw just last week the next match, which was going to be SOSED v. ROETHOR, which matchup-wise, I think is my favorite of the round 1s. And I think you guys know why. All right, fuck the top tier. I said it, Rip! I said it, and I'll say it again. I'll say it as many times as I need to. Fuck the top tier.
You heard him.
Rambo and probably Collector. Let's go.
You know, Aqua, even if my YouTube channel and your YouTube channel gets demonetized for it, it was worth it. It was worth it.
It was. I could already see it go from green to yellow right now, right before my eyes.
But
and then
we're
all
not
of a sudden,
gonna cut it out.
Red. And then we're yeah, you know.
And we're gonna leave it on the channels anyway.
Yeah.
That's how we roll, guys.
We
no
don't care.
F's given. But then, yes, you talked about it. I mean, last fight here, ROETHOR versus SOSED. We saw that last week, and it was one of the craziest sets I have ever witnessed. It was so close, every single round coming down to the wire. And I remember ROETHOR with the craziest clutches. Flawless blocks in neutral.
He was flawless blocking clutch situations. He was waking up Savage in situations to clutch out rounds. He was doing incredible leopard crawl, short hop pressure, where he was short hop, leopard crawl, and then bait with a parry. And we'd just be sitting back going, all right, ROETHOR's ROETHORing. He's ROETHORing. And we just got to sit back and enjoy it sometimes. And so that's going to be the 4th match happening in round 1 just tonight, guys. This is the final qualifier. They played for an hour and a half before we went live today to set this top 8 that you see, with everyone that played today getting points. And after today, of course, the top 8 endpoints are going to make the finale. We'll give you a big breakdown as to how things are shaping up, because things are looking pretty set in stone. But I don't want to give too many things away for the players that are going crazy with some things on the line here in some of these matches.
And guys, the first players are in the lobby. I hope you know what that means. It is time for some sweet MK11, baby.
Now, which one of the characters will POKESPECIAL go with in this one? And DISARTED, will he go random select? Because he mains everyone, kinda. I've seen Rain, Sub-Zero. I mean, that was the quickest go-to Sub-Zero I've ever seen. And really, the anti-meta of late, Rip, the Aaron pick has been wonderful.
I don't know if POKESPECIAL here maybe got inspired by the last video on the Kolosseum YouTube channel. I mean, SSG, BBG bringing the Aaron from time to time.
Dude, SSG's Aaron was on another level. And we saw a character that Sub-Zeros aren't too comfortable with.
Aquaman, I have a quick question for you. Can we maybe give DISARTED like minus 50 points for that variation name? Playing Sub-Zero, having Don't You Dare Rob as a variation name.
I think that what needs to come back in MK1 are character codes so that we can take away like a quarter of his health if we wanted to.
So let's see what POKESPECIAL.
Also, guys, please let us know in the comment section below if you want to see combat codes come back. I think they should. Bloodless, Rainbow Combat, Exploding Combat.
Speaking of Robs here, I saw 3 forward 2s in that first round, and none of them got blocked so far. POKESPECIAL fighting his nemesis. I've seen that matchup so many times in the last 2 years. Let's see what he's gonna do. I'm surprised by the Aaron pick.
Just a great forward roll read there from the start to get out of dodge, quite literally. And now every mix, you mentioned the forward 2s working in round 1. Will it just be only the lows in round 2? Nope. We entered stage 3 of the mix, the throw. Ooh.
DISARTED has that
standoff right there.
Super weird tactic in-game. All of a sudden, he just stands still. It literally looks like his controller disconnects from time to time, and it's just part of his game plan. It is so weird.
Trying to bait you into something, or that might be someone looking to flawless block. Let go of block, look to react to something, look for someone to jump at you, because it looks like he does it at about jump distance. So he might be looking to anti-air flawless block, flawless block something on the ground, or he's just, you know, being DISARTED. We saw what we saw last week, Rip. And I think that you know what I mean when I say that. We saw a lot of messages being sent with whiffs and that sort of things with Sub-Zero from these Panther duo.
Don't remind me. Just don't remind me. All these young kids here, these kids, they love to teabag. They love to embarrass their opponents.
It was getting, if you guys haven't watched last week, someone whiff punished in front of these kids' face, and then they just kept whiffing in front of their face in return, and that's where we have divulged into here in year 4 of MK11.
That's what 4 years of the same game does to you. But right now, POKESPECIAL looking for answers to the mix machine, which is DISARTED Sub-Zero. I love the spacing from DISARTED in this matchup so far. Great positioning. POKESPECIAL from POKESPECIAL.
He is living up to the name. That's for sure. And can do so safely with this Aaron. Swing of the 1-2. Run to the corner on this one. Oh, yeah. Good blocks. Tried to overcommit into a stand 3. Maybe one of the double back 3 there. I don't know.
I think he was looking for an up 3 there. I think he thought POKESPECIAL is going to poke back immediately. There's the down 1 check. Both characters equipped with 6 frame down 1s. And here's the KB, guys.
Oh, so smart to check that as quickly as he could. Acid may have been too long to get out and move forward. He forward rolls and robs you in the middle of the day. Nice close out there for POKESPECIAL. No commitment by DISARTED, but guess what? It doesn't matter. The mix can still come.
Corner carry on top. There's the back 3. Good hit confirmed. Great pickup. DISARTED showing his execution, but at least POKESPECIAL is quicker in the air. Did he just
shot a
reload it?
bullet and loaded it. That was incredible. Never have I seen someone with the audacity to pull that off in the middle of a match. Woke up with a forward 4. Speaking of audacity, DISARTED not letting any of that phase him whatsoever. As guys, I gotta remind you that there is quite a bit of money on the line at the tail end of this entire thing. At the moment, we've raised already $330 that the players are gonna be playing for. If you guys want to contribute.
Yeah, I was about to say, at the top of the chat, guys, there's the message pinned. Well, thanks for pointing it out, brother.
So guys, thank you so much for the contributions already. These guys are sweating for a piece of that pie. The 4-2. I think here in the EU side of things, 60% of that prize pool is going to be 4-2 away.
It is very entertaining to see the difference, actually. Now covering both regions here on Fridays in the arena, Saturdays, Kolosseum. It is just different main characters. That's what it looks like. Finish him. Do we see it? Do we see any kind of brute? No, they started all business right now.
I don't know if he dropped that or not on the stand too. Maybe potentially doing another one. But we've also been given a gift, Rip. As I hate to say it, but someone left the NA side of things for a couple weeks who was undefeated with Sub-Zero. And so if King Gambler had played the last couple of weeks, we could have that just had that. Yeah. But luckily, we have been saved a little bit. And sitting on top of the NA side of things right now, to probably everyone watching surprise, Sunio with that RoboCop. He's been playing way more other characters than RoboCop in the latest top 8s. He almost won a week with Scarlet. And I know Mako is in the chat going, wait, what?
Round 1.
I was going to do a Mako impression, but it would have been really insulting.
Go for it anyway.
Sunio is playing RoboCop?
Okay, mistakes have been made. Makuran, I'm sorry.
What do you mean, Sunio? What do you mean he's playing RoboCop? Or sorry, Scarlet. I would say Scarlet.
Makuran said, wait, the boy Shmunio? Oh, but wait, Aquaman POKESPECIAL is waking up. I see the Johnny piece now in full force.
Take him to the new penthouse. It was looking good. I want to jump in that pool, man. Look at the waves. He's moving.
Poke.
He said this was, you know, of those characters, more of the main choice versus the Aaron that was kind of a side piece, and he's looking solid here to start us.
Round 2. Fight.
Looking for the Tinder swipe. Down for such a solid button in neutral for all Sub-Zeros.
So that jump kick. Buffered, and there's the offense. The down one. Once he sees the hit, time to schmicks. The back three works. Breakaway. Ain't not gonna matter whatsoever. He's just pressing right now. He just checks the slight negativity there with a back one, which is not easy to do, just throwing out your big high like that. But when you have a health lead, stuff doesn't really matter, Rip, when you have a 90% health lead.
It doesn't at all. And I just want to point out that in the previous round, all that started from down one into forward 2 from DISARTED. Aquaman, I think we're going to see some Twitlongers after the finals.
I think we're going to see some in the middle of the finals. What do you mean?
Do you think so? Players rioting on Twitter during the finals. It might happen, guys.
Mighty Unjust is going to send me a mighty long message, I'll tell you that. Beautiful flawless block. POKESPECIAL. Meaties with every kick that Johnny learned in Ninja Mime. He's wearing the $400 sunglasses. Is he going to use them? He's a couple hits away from getting his own fatal blow, and he's going to give Sub-Zero a taste of his own medicine. Oh no, he gave Sub-Zero his. Not like this. Please no.
POKESPECIAL's pressure right now is out of this world, but he can simply die to 1 forward 2 fatal. Aqua, I'm a little bit scared here.
And is he about to beat this man with his own name? Yes, he has just chipped away this health bar with nothing
there
but
it
POKESPECIAL.
was.
What a wet punish. That was gorgeous.
Johnny Cage wins.
He did so much of that health bar in keeping him in the corner, not overcommitting to anything beyond a poke or poke special. That was some gorgeous pressure from him, and different from Johnny, where he used to either the kind of initial stand poke mix up of 2 beyond that, or 1, 1, 2, but he was doing it with a lot of down pokes and a lot of down poke cancels. So the down 4, the down 3, and then he finally got him with the down 4 fireball, big hit advantage.
Just beautiful.
Nice and simple.
Yep. As mentioned last week, guys, still my favorite character to watch in MK11, high-level Johnny Cage. Oh, a piece of art.
Fight.
And I saw one of the memes going around from the Mortal Kombat trailer, and that was that Johnny's looking pretty thick in MK1. I don't know if anyone has seen that picture.
I saw some pictures in my Discord, Aquaman.
Hey, Johnny was
Christ.
looking. I was looking for the beef in that trailer, and I found it in Johnny Cage. Who would have thought? They took it off of Goro and gave it to Johnny. Poor Goro. Man went from 7'11", 6'2".
Yeah. Okay, but Poke Special. Wait a minute, we might see that first game 5 because he has the momentum.
He's got to work his way in now. I guess not just the zoning that he's got with the ice balls. Now there's no bar, but now it's going to be the down 4, and he works his way in perfectly with the wave dashes. They've been there with all those characters. I can commit. And I'm called out, but the thing about Johnny's pressure is it is riddled with highs. And all of those highs got eaten up by the pokes of DISARTED, and that's huge in this matchup, because a poke from Sub-Zero leads to a mix. A poke from Johnny leads to, oh well, nothing too crazy.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, Poke Special. Trying to stay alive. What an anti-air.
Ooh.
The trap, Daco S right under. And interesting that Poke Special didn't spend any defensive bar here. Eats the entire combo for breakfast.
Takes him to the corner, wakes up disrespectfully out of the corner, and uses some secret sweeps. And look at, he's staying so low to the ground with that pressure. And what does DISARTED say? Oh, you're gonna be down there? The back 3 is where I want to be. So what's up, misery business in the chat? Another anti-air, gorgeous. It's an anti-air defense system that he's got built with his Johnny Cage normals.
Yeah, he really got an interesting trade. But now we have that sweet Fatal Blow cancel. What can Poke Special do with it? That is a whiff punish! Here's the cancel! And that is guaranteed.
I do my own stunts.
That was a picture-perfect closeout right as the breakaway came. Throws the monk. And he's already working on pushing him to the corner, but no, one's still gonna down 2. Just changed everything. Think it, dude. No breakaway. That one defensive bar usage just cost him half his life, and that reaction was out of this world.
That was on reaction.
PC, ladies and gentlemen. That was the most nerd MK thing I've ever seen in this PC event so far. He just reacted to a Johnny Cage projectile, which is as quick as the normal with a slide. Isn't that like a 10 frame startup, 11 frame? 12,
I think it is 11
14?
frames.
I'm wrong. Yeah.
Forward 2 and Aquaman, I'm sorry, but this match is over. And Poke Special is like, you know what? I'm done.
He said all that work. And the forward 2 still clipped me. But man, did he play good. The anti-airs were great. The pressure was great. His Johnny was way different than I've ever seen out of anyone else. Loved his low pokes, loved his sweep.
Yeah, but in the end, it always comes down current meta, and we see that especially. I mean, that's what all the Johnny Cage players always tell me. Johnny really suffers from Daco-assing, right? If your opponent Daco-ass, and we see DISARTED. By the way, if we take a look at that replay, or if you maybe rewatch this later on, you can see that in neutral, basically DISARTED is always not blocking the first hit. And he always taps the block button as soon as the second hit comes out. And that is just, I mean, what can we say? For Johnny, it is rough right now. But just like that,
Yeah,
first match in the books.
It's a character with no inherent built-in mix-ups with his pressure.
Yeah.
You're either going to get plus frames or you're staggering into throw, and it's strike throw at that point. You know, his short hops are terrible to even try to establish any sort of overhead whatsoever. And besides that, as long as someone knows to block low, duck OS, the question is, how are you going to actually open up your opponent as Johnny Cage outside of having good footsies? And that's kind of where the big discussion is with Johnny Cage. But if your footsies are solid, that's the thing, is that you can't just outplay your opponent.
That's true.
That
is a good point. But guys, coming up next. And I think, Aquaman, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a look at the rankings, the current rankings first, while we announce that next set, because that's quite interesting.
Now these are live and currently looking pretty close to how things are going to shape up for the finale.
Yep. So guys, the current rankings, and now it is time for the best performing player in the entire series. I mean, EU and NA combined. It almost looks like a typo, Aquaman, if I'm allowed to say that.
It really does. A hacker.
Let's go.
How did he get that many points?
I have ranked them all.
I'll tell you guys why. It hasn't lost yet.
KANIMANI won every single week. First place secured, unbeaten in this entire series. And that is quite an achievement. But today, of course, we have Kani's nemesis in this bracket. And that name is Arena is Free, aka SCHOOLMAN. Freshly joined TGC, very, very strong team as well. Let's see how this one turns out. Because whenever we have those two legends fighting each other, we're in for a treat today, Aqua.
Yes, we are, guys. This easily could have been grand finals. When they played earlier, and it was close, but I believe SCHOOLMAN actually took it in the matchmaking stage 2-1 over Kani, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually gonna look it up right now.
Ooh.
Because I know that SCHOOLMAN had a really good run today against a lot of the usual top suspects of the series today, because SCHOOLMAN has only played in 2 of the events, including today. So other than today's qualifier, he's only played in 1 other qualifier, which was week 1. So really just coming in to be his own character, which is Chaos.
Chaos is the perfect word for this upcoming match. Guys, the players are in the lobby. I'm so excited. Let's get it, everyone. And I see the 2 mains.
Jackie from Kani.
Soul Chamber.
SCHOOLMAN went 6-3 today in the matchmaking, which is an hour and a half of first to 2s to set this top 8. Actually lost 2-0 to KANIMANI earlier. So I take back what I said. Had losses to KANIMANI, SOSED, and Capspace today.
Ooh,
Did SCHOOLMAN.
okay.
So this is a run back in favor of Kani at the moment.
My congratulations to the bride.
Will the arena be free? Let's find out.
That is the main question. And we get the intros on top. This is a battle of giants, and I can't wait for it. Good luck to both.
And we're gonna see some high-level games. Already seeing flawless blocks early on. Expect it all.
Snipe, great conversion after.
Already seeing such micro things like just getting past Goop, just getting past the Jack in the Box, leading into these huge punishes from Kani, who looks just prepared and on another speed of the game at the moment.
What is the decision making behind this? SCHOOLMAN just looping this string.
Didn't come too far beyond that. In fact, he's still alive right now, kind of a miracle, and just eats the throw.
What a Charlie Foxtrot.
What a mix-up by Kani to do probably the most risky thing to do, to kill someone in MK11. Or should I say to take someone's health bar in MK11.
Kani right now. I mean, this is a pressure machine. And on top of that, we have the battle of mind games as well. When you want to beat both of these characters, you definitely have to know what you're doing. Good flawless block, just like that. Perfect example.
And that's what it takes in order to even stop a character like Joker from doing his gameplay, from just establishing his game. A gorgeous flawless block turns this around entirely, but what a quick call out by Schoolman to instantly jump. He's walking in, just challenging Kani on that one. And this is what's happening. Trying to reset the damage, knows he has to work on the breakaway. Eats some plus frames. Tries to disrespect, and KANIMANI gets out of dodge on that one. That was a little bit of a wild ride that I'm glad I went on. Wait, that sounded weird.
Let's just not talk about it.
What a game.
And as always,
they play so fast. You know,
yes.
Everyone complains that the game is so slow, but when you see people or players like this play, you're like, damn.
You know when you
even
really realize...
Even as a commentator, I can't keep up.
Yeah, you know when you really realize how fast it is, Aquaman?
Jackie Briggs.
When you meet these freaking kids in the qualifiers or in the matchmaking phase and you're competing on your own. Guys, Aqua and me, let me tell you, we are not having a good time competing in our own events.
Hey, I actually have a good shot, man. Speak for yourself. I actually have a chance in NA, kinda. I think, maybe.
No, that is rigged and we both know it.
It is rigged, but with that being said, I've been getting cooked left and right. These guys are ridiculous.
Don't make me grab the replay of last week, Kolo, on Saturday, Aquaman versus SSG.
I actually ran into Kani on PC. Ask him how it went. Ask him how it went. I got destroyed. But, and I quote, Kani said, "What is this gameplay?"
Do you think that was a compliment?
I think so. As Kani cooks in this round.
Pain, no gain.
But KANIMANI really having the upper hand right now. Schoolman not really able to get anything started. KANIMANI is just clutch, and that's what constant labbing, constant playing does to you. This kid is playing his peak performance right here in front of our eyes. Kani. Oh, dropped it. But he's not really affected by it. He's like, you know what? Let me close it out. What?
And then he's going to put Goop down. Did he just use an invincible, interactable into a checkmate situation? That was messed up.
The biggest problem is that I'm 100% sure that this was intentional.
Oh, yeah. That was the decision before, you know, he just saw what was on the screen, knew the situation, already had an answer for it. That is, again, showing how quickly they're playing to be able to see that as quickly as he did and to know that as quickly as he did.
Do you know what reminded me of that right now? Seeing it, Scorpion procs versus Kotal Khan, mid-screen with Cabal, interactable, after forward 2. Aquaman, he cried in front of his screen. 2-0 Kani. We're on match point.
What Scorpion Procs has done to people's gaps with interactables, I still haven't recovered. This is 2-0 Kani, right?
It is, yes. An interesting switch to Fujin.
Change up with the timing of that jump in by Kani. You can just see that every time someone jumps in that range of a jump in, what's the mind game behind the flawless block? Right there. Case in point, empty jumped just to bait it because Schoolman went for it. As he makes the switch to the Fujin, and even Jackie not knowing where to go. The short hops. We're getting close to the chip. The switch to Fujin looking solid. That's a rock. Says it, not just a one-trick pony either. With the Joker. Fujin has been a menace competitively. Argued as one of the few that might have no losing matchups whatsoever. Just like who bullies Fujin?
attack, get off me. I don't really think anyone can bully Fujin.
Give it up.
The only thing about are some good reads like that.
Not strong enough.
But simply on paper, matchup-wise, tool-wise, that is crazy to do. Right in Jackie's face.
What the attack! Kanimani showing his excellence.
Final round.
And it punished him to the corner. You can't be put in a worse lose-lose situation. And even the elbow saying, get the hell out of the sky. It's for the birds and the birds only. You wooden god son of a... It's the KB though.
Beautiful. Schoolman really has to get something started. Weird interaction there with the Skywalker.
I get that he wanted the max corner carry, but he left himself kind of at a disadvantage with it. Connie, that was a bold challenge with a jump kick that barely whipped in front of him.
Yeah, and Aquaman, this match is over. Kanimani, 3-0 sweep over Schoolman. Then we go right into the friendship.
Not what we really expected. But Connie seems to be turning this particular matchup around with a 2-0 victory earlier today, 3-0 here in the qualifiers. And with that, I do have to say Schoolman GG's, but Schoolman not making the finale, unfortunately.
That is...
even with a win today, would have been 10 points short from the looks of things, or around 10 points short. But for only having played in 2 events, I think he got 2nd and 5th, so great job to Schoolman for having a great series here at Kolosseum Arena.
Yeah, and for everyone watching this on YouTube right now, on the Arena or Kolosseum channel, I know you guys can't see the chat, so let me quote Schoolman here. He is saying, playing in Kolo X Arena is guaranteed fun. What a great game. And I agree, Aquaman. Agree. That's what he said, guys. Aquaman, confirm.
What?
Do you see Schoolman's message in the chat? I mean, you know what? Let's take a look at the bracket. He typed it a little bit different, but that's what he meant.
Yeah.
That's just what it is being a tournament organizer. From time to time, there are a few hiccups, but we got the players in the lobby now, so let's get this bad boy started.
If you guys love the cool and eclectic side of life, then you're going to love this next one. Collector. Rambo. Hey, we got some Rambo.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's right, ROETHOR. He gonna break it out tonight. No, he's not!
Oh,
I
see the
stand
Raiden.
stunned.
Sea of blood.
Aqua, do you want to see our viewer prediction? What my mod team prepared for us?
Yeah.
We have SOSED versus woo ROETHOR. That's exactly what it says. Woo ROETHOR.
They know.
They know a lot of ROETHOR fans out there.
Fight.
Even in our own lines.
Right. Completely biased. I am shocked that that forward 4 beat that forward 3 when the forward 3 was there so much sooner.
What is that variation from ROETHOR? He's playing with that ground charge.
Raijin? And
This charge as
SOSED.
6-frame reversal. We got those.
seeing some cool variations. This is some old school Raijin versus a collector that actually brought the suck.
Yep. One of a kind variation in the game. The only character with a 6-frame reversal special. Raijin can punish certain moves, certain staggers.
Normal
And no one
strings.
else can. Yep.
The miracle number in MK11 to be safe is really -7. But not against this character. And SOSED. Dance around right now. He's gonna get a trade. That's gonna be a full combo. That is collector specific.
It would be easy.
To meterlessly get a full combo trade like that.
Round 2.
People forget that collector's got some stuff like this. Woo!
And SOSED showing once again that he is a threat in every single bracket he appears.
Challenge that does have, I think he has a static charge built up. I know he's blocked a few things. Look at the pushback. Remember the early days of Raijin Rip? Just blocking something and getting pushed half screen. Then he does it again.
Oh yeah.
And then he does it again.
-2, good call out. ROETHOR with his young man reaction time. Staggers right now all day. Down 3 backdash. No hit confirm into, I was about to say into Storm Cell. I just realized he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I actually thought the same. All of those down ones, I was like, is down 1 Storm Cell coming? This is about to be a ROETHOR very thing to do, but no. He's got the Raijin equipped, which means he's got the quick reversal.
Oh,
and I'm like, why did he even come behind him?
ROETHOR just reversal punished that.
Rip, I argue that we still are barely decent at this game because look at what the character like Raijin can still do that people just refuse to, I don't know, use.
The problem is, Aqua, before I started doing tournaments for the scene, I thought I'm a good player. Until I had to face these kids on a daily basis, got my ass whopped every single time. They make fun of me every single day on Twitter,
that's the FGC,
on
baby.
Twitch, in the Discord, on YouTube. I can't take it.
There's only one way to learn. He tries to make a read. Do you think he was fishing for some kind of counter hit on that mace from downtown?
I think so. Looked like it. But right now, SOSED not impressed at all. Back throw, sending ROETHOR full screen. And it looks rough. We have the Fatal on deck though. But we need to find the hit confirm first.
Both of them don't want to do a single thing right now. The pushback on that's going to keep him nice and safe. He's a 4-4 range. Doesn't want to commit because of that teleport. Both of them.
Oh, the little dance in neutral. ROETHOR looking for the opening. That is plus. No one backdash, but SOSED very patient.
Oh, he's using this to perfection right now. Has to guess right here. No, kept this so safe. I expected the mix. 3. No! It was the right kind of decision, but there was nothing to hit.
Wins.
At the end of the day, that was godlike to do. From the range he did it at, if he had done an actual normal that would have existed in front of him, that could have been a correct robbery attempt from ROETHOR. But because he's so weird, Rip, this character's got some cool property on a move like that that just happens to cover, I don't know, everything in front of him. Swinging his chain, man. Just swinging his chain.
SOSED doing SOSED things. And ROETHOR is not switching character. I think we see the exact same loadout. Yes, still no teleport, no storm cell. ROETHOR gives it another shot.
When's a Raiden gonna have the balls to use the little thundercloud on the ground?
Did you actually have a player in one of your events who used that?
No. Everyone in chat going, what is that move? Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe. I may have lied. I may have seen it once in a competitive setting.
I think I've seen it once as well. I was just thinking to find the name here, but I can't remember.
Slowly thinking about it. Oh my goodness, what is happening right now?
And ROETHOR, what happened here after round number 1? ROETHOR with all the confidence in the world. Same character, same loadout.
Fight.
Who did he hand the pad off to? Who's there with him? Because we don't know this man. In this day and age, that's only online and only from home at a distance. This kid could have a fucking household of kids that are godlike with multiple characters that are all ROETHOR. They're like Shazam.
Or ROETHOR is my Heidi. What do you say about that, Aquaman? Have you ever seen my Raiden before? See? That's what I'm saying.
No!
Oh, whiffed grab! And that was no Daco as we just committed.
Cashing out for some beefy damage here.
That is a good chunk.
Finish him.
And says, watch your toes.
One. ROETHOR back on the board, tying this entire match up. I like
Game
it.
1 was a timeout, slow-paced, just kind of button and neutral fest. And Game 2 was ROETHOR just swinging. And landing. That's the important part when you swing. You hope it lands. He swung big. SOSED now. Whoa! Not what I expected. A switch to the Time Lord himself. Oh, yes. Geras.
Ooh, okay. Wait, now it's getting interesting.
He's got the sand pillar. He's got the quicksand. And he's got the sand simulacra macalaculum. I don't know what that thing's called. What's that one special called?
Are you asking me for an English special move name, which is like written semilalicrum? Is that what you're
Yeah, that
asking me, Aquaman? A German bald man who learned English a few years ago?
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, ROETHOR. You know what he was fishing for? The rarest KB, or one of them, in MK11, which is the Superman KB, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking for it.
Looking for max range?
Has to counter hit from max range? I think it's the stipulation.
Oh, that was beautiful. He tried down one right into the mid command grab. ROETHOR back two. Do it again. You won't. Look at the respect.
And then disrespect that throw after blocking a jump and hold on a second. Double jump. This is getting ugly. Eats the throw. The lesser of two evils in that situation. I can't believe the forward four was still active there. This pressure was insane.
Wait, what?
He didn't care. He didn't care. He just did it.
Fight.
Man, ROETHOR's a different kind of beast.
That pressure was so intense.
And the chat is saying, holy crap, ROETHOR is amazing. And I agree with that.
Who sees Raiden with offensive capabilities like this?
He tried it again. Good optimal punish. Standing 4, freeze. Corner carry incoming. No, we go for the setup.
Oh, incredible pickup of the tournament from SOSED. Whew. And there's that command grab, ever so present.
That was the
The
bait.
force lava, he has been trying to get that KB so much.
That was so good from SOSED. ROETHOR looking for the sand trap, and SOSED just that little down 3 in neutral. ROETHOR saw some kind of startup animation, expected the sand trap, but SOSED is saying, you activated my trap card, baby.
Oh no. You should have paid attention to the backfield. It's coming up for the chop. Ooh. What's the next mix? I'm gonna scoop you. What's next? I'm going away. The safety, I like that.
Did they reach out to you for voice acting for MK1? Be honest.
Oh yes.
Can't wait for it.
Down 4. Check them in. That's a tick throw in the corner. I didn't say actually a tick throw anywhere. This man tick throws off of 7 buttons with that command grab rip.
Who has
gross.
more tick throws? Geras or Code Line?
Geras.
Pretty sure Geras, right?
Yeah, Geras.
Oh, I haven't seen that one for a while.
Oh, that's a murder.
Geras wins.
That's a crime.
My chat is saying Aqua is voicing Melina. Did you not notice?
Okay, guys, I'll admit, Melina's voice was kind of weird in the trailer. It was kind of I don't know, man. We'll see.
But
We'll have to see.
Aqua Boku in the chat is saying that's why she sounded so sexy. Makes sense now. I mean,
Yeah.
Aqua blessed with a beautiful voice. And we are blessed with some beautiful viewers as well. A big thank you for everyone watching this live here on Twitch. A big thank you for everyone who watched this later on YouTube. You guys are amazing. And never forget
All of you in the future.
Yeah, all of you are beautiful. And don't forget, all these VODs, you can find them on every single channel. If you're watching this on the Arena, subscribe to the Kolosseum channel. If you're watching this on the Kolosseum channel, feel free to check us out as well. And thanks for all the support.
The switch to Christopher Lambert. Raiden. I don't think so.
And ROETHOR with his 3000 IQ variation name. Electricity, for everyone wondering.
That's a little too galaxy brain for me. we have entered next level of, I don't know, language. And he's still not getting the punish on that. Thought he did. In recovery. You gonna take him to the corner on this one? No. SOSED. Loves going for that clone setup. Instead, off a lot of these combos, he could just end in command grab, and even there could have been a KB enter. Oh, nice. Tricky. Stagger just a 2-4. So the regular throw. And the down 3 is tricky to deal with as well. Not a normal to see. And quick recovery. Checks out with a throw. That's how you counter poke.
Ooh, that was good. Down 3 into buttons.
Round 2, fight.
ROETHOR knows what the people want. Knows they want a game 5. But he also knows that the people want the Rambo. Where's that, my friend? He says that's not needed. But a matchup like this, if I remember the chatter, Raiden on the deal one with that, that was a double teleport.
Oh, that looked like an input error from SOSED, and ROETHOR is saying thank you, my friend. Good tag on the throw.
Ooh! Gorgeous conversion of that is incredibly tight. And I can't believe ROETHOR's hit percentage on the throw after back 1-2 rip. I think he's 100% on it. I don't know if anyone's crouching punished. Speaking of the punish, let's get juicy here.
Oh, that is big damage. I know it
This did
doesn't
about
scale
500
that
earlier.
hard. I think so, yeah. I think
Is he
this
dead?
death. Yes, I think so.
Oh,
45
no.
right to the stomach. Aquaman, do you know what that means?
Guess we're going to a game 5 here, ROETHOR. Says I can do it with any character y'all want.
And I think everyone
Switch.
knows what we're gonna do.
Switch to the Thunder Wave. Being the wave for this man in this one. People thinking that we're going to see the Collector now.
And guys,
But they're saying that that is the optimal in that situation too. So if you guys looking to learn some Raiden, take some notes. What are you saying, Rip?
take some notes. And guys, you know what to do. We're gonna have a little party in here. It's getting hot, it's getting loud, and it's getting exciting. We're gonna set the arena on fire for the very first time today. It is ROETHOR versus SOSED final match.
Let combat begin here. 2-2. Game 5 here. Kolo X Arena. Our finale is going to be set, or at least half of our finale is going to be set here on the EU side of things. And there's one way to get yourself out of the corner, is yeeting your opponent all the way across the screen. Set himself up well now is SOSED in a game of situation. Now we're going coast to coast. Chucks him to the other corner. Looks for the teleport out probably. Looks to check it. But ROETHOR playing hard to get with this Raiden.
Still catching those recovery frames. Good caller from SOSED. I like it.
So smart. So smart for SOSED to do put the clone out and then just look to see if ROETHOR's going to teleport or not. Didn't overcommit to something. A lot of people put out that clone from full screen, immediately get active.
Goes for the grab again.
That.
Success rate 100%.
He knows how to condition with it. Nice to... He has a lot to worry about here full screen. We got pillars, we got clones, we got traps, and we got judo chops. Match point for SOSED, looking for some vengeance, Rip, because it was ROETHOR who took it in this match in the round 1 of just last week's top 8.
Back 1-4. Little bit of plus frames. So many teleports left and right, but SOSED really trying to close this one out right now.
All that moving just to get scooped by this man. And some well-timed specials. Come and puts up the protective pillar, and that is going to stop.
Yeah,
Spend your meter for nothing, my friend.
I think ROETHOR tried to get the Storm Cell out so he can take the hit and then still continue, but didn't work.
I've been a wild trade combo to see. With another pillar. And a clone. Gears having so many utility options in this variation. To move, to set up, to zone with. And so much respect that ROETHOR gave him after that teleport. Afraid of the mids of this man, and that's why you're afraid of the mids. He just did him.
And SOSED, compared to last week, brings home the victory tonight. GG's a phenomenal match, and I think Aqua, those two, they didn't disappoint.
They never do. SOSED, congratulations. Revenge from last week is yours. Taking down ROETHOR's Raiden. And that Geras looking fantastic. Not what I expected from the collector specialist.
Yeah, I didn't expect it as well. But that was beautiful. A great performance from both. Glad to have so many great players competing here in Kolo X Arena every single week. And just like that, there's only one match left in round number 1. And that is Kitana Khan versus Markoran. Let's see if we get any updates. You know what? Let me just try to send out these invites.
Is the missing ingredient for a matchup like that just a godlike character specialist?
It might be.
Like SOSED?
I'm pretty sure, when I remember the last matches, SOSED versus Kitana Khan, which we saw throughout the previous seasons, I think SOSED always went Collector in the Cetrion matchup.
Collected.
Yep, and he does it again.
Lost Hive of the Kaitin.
And seeing this character select screen right now, Aquaman, real quick, the new transition from character select into the game, into the stage, one of the craziest things I've ever seen. That looks literally next gen.
I got a little wet, and you know,
I got
in the middle of it. The moment I saw that, I was like, that alone right there is why it's on next gen only. Because that's only possible, I think, on next gen. The UI is insane, gorgeous. I love the character select menu. I love the stage select menu.
Yes.
After the cameos are picked and they're lined up side by side, the stages.
Day and night, by the way. Did you realize
there better be a VR mode in that game so I can just stand in Johnny Cage's penthouse.
We gotta build Aqua a 3D environment for his streams, you know, sitting there inside the mansion.
With the pool in the back, ocean in the background. I'm looking for the Yi to the chakram. It's SOSED. And now that things are slowly coming back to me, I may have seen this one before as well, because I remember him having a matchup or two where he does use the chakram.
Oh, yes. Okay, but SOSED, right? Oh, that was nice. Good opening. Just dash up throw. Escape failed. And now we have those mind games loaded.
Coming down to the wire again, time-wise. 5 seconds. Nobody panic.
Yeah, that is so smart. Kitana Khan not giving SOSED any chance to breathe at all. That's really where Cetrion shines in neutral, because she has those full screen projectiles, laser, amplify, neutral reset. Very hard to turn this game around then.
He gets off swinging to SOSED. With a reset, he tried to really get some momentum going. But as I've said in multiple shows before, we live or die by that command grab. Getting aggressive with a trying to Oki with it even drops the ender, or went for the reset and was trying to maybe bait with the reset, trying to meet him with the overhead for the counter hit. This is getting wild. Kitana Khan. Oh, baby. Is a hit away.
Look at all those loops here. Look at that standing one range. Another throw incoming. Kitana Khan looking to close out this match.
They bait each other so much right now. SOSED trying to do with the empty jumps. believe no hit is not smart until one forward two from KANIMANI is all it took. That was such good movement by SOSED to get around the zoning of Setron as much as he did, but he couldn't weather the proverbial storm quite long enough.
But very, very, very close. I mean, especially that first round coming down to the wire, basically a chip out situation. The level today is straight through the roof. And we're gonna see more of that in the next game as well. Let me bring up the bracket. Coming up next, the never-ending rivalry Aqua. DISARTED and KANIMANI once again.
And this was one where earlier, Connie actually lost to DISARTED in the matchmaking stage. That's why DISARTED is the #1 seed tonight in this top 8.
Fight.
Oh, that 4-3 was so close to hitting and interrupting the ground pound, but instead he gets sent back to full screen to eat rocks. Just eat rocks. Poor bastard. The reversal punish?
I just realized that as well. Good throw.
Oh.
SOSED looking for that parry. And there is the mid-command trap. Shimmy.
May have taken a soul on that one into some big Cetrion damage. Maybe she's catching up. Winding him. Tornado jumped over it. How'd he make it through?
Virtue be upon you.
KANIMANI back at the office now. Full screen, up a game, up a round.
Yeah, you mentioned in the beginning of the stream, KANIMANI very consistent. And I agree with that. KANIMANI, whenever we see him in our tournaments, always making it to the finals. Unfortunately, never able to go the entire distance to the grand finals in the end and securing that throne.
Yeah, it's always consistently right there at top 4, just outside top 4.
Yes.
Always getting inside the minds of the players. Every time they see KANIMANI's name in the bracket, they're like, son of a... Get some big damage here. 189 with the reset. And now it's equaling some big damage.
Oh, and a mad scientist in the chat. Man, this community is having a party today. Thank you so much for the support, guys.
Nice reset.
Oh!
Can he get one more? No, he had the KB loaded.
Oh, wait, he still has to pay attention. He has to pay attention! Aqua, this is a scramble!
He held up 3 times in a row. Gets out of dodge. And it's going to hit the second into the 4-3 string. That's all came down to. This is crazy. I can't believe he held up 3 times in a row, Rip. 3!
That was ridiculous. And here, get shanked, my friend. Side switch.
Gets it with a Bone Shaper Scythe. KANIMANI perfectly fine letting SOSED swing with these big buttons. Let's go ahead and come to me if you want. I want to get you closer to my quick ones. Beautiful conversion here for the restand too. But SOSED has just held up in this last game, Rip.
He really did. Another reset.
Or just baited the buttons too.
SOSED. He has the bar.
Amplify? Is this dead?
Not enough.
Finish her.
And just a stagger. Cancel on block from SOSED to perfectly calculate the chip out to get a game on the board. That went from back to the wall to gaming real quick. Whew.
A great performance. And we had a little discussion here, I think yesterday, Abel and me, and we were talking about collector players in general. Aqua, since I have you on the mic right now, how is it looking over there in NA? I think we spoke about it during the last qualifier as well. Not a lot of them are left, right? In the competitive scene?
Man, I don't know if any are left in the competitive scene at the moment.
That's what our community said as well. Abel and me, we were talking about
kind of a rarity.
Because I said, I think SOSED is the best collector in the world. And then the chat said, yes, of course. He's the only collector player in the world. Look at Aqua thinking. It might be the case.
Round 1.
It might be. Everyone else sitting in retirement rip, watching the MK1 trailer over and over again, praying that it saves them from getting bodied when it comes out here in a couple of months.
Man, Aqua, now I feel bad. Look at Kanimani. He's
Why
apologizing
does Kani feel
1,000
bad?
times for not leaving the lobby in time. Kani, it is not a problem at all. We're just making fun here. Thanks for playing this, Kani. Always a blast to have you in this.
DISARTED actually messaged me trying to get the free win because of it.
Yeah, that's typical for DISARTED, though. Oh,
Trying to get up into the...
SOSED. Oh, that is good. That is just peak collector gameplay.
You see how calculated these sequences are towards the end. He's dodge, duck, dip and diving his way through the Cetron active frames. Caught him on the counter hit there. Go for a reset here? That did reset. Oh no. The health bar of Katana Khan's
No,
dwindling.
SOSED. What is he
The double
doing?
scoop. The triple scoop? I was hoping for it. That'd have been a big old ice cream cone if it hit.
Tries to jump in, but got clipped by that boulder. Good parry. And now we have that orb flying. Wait, that orb is ass. Oh, and we go for the gamble. Wait, it stops mid-screen? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I thought it went all the way too.
Yeah, I thought so.
It just...
Man, that caught me off guard a little bit. Good. Oh,
We'll say it after
SOSED.
this. Oh!
No.
I was gonna say buff this character, but I don't think that he needs a damn thing after what I'm seeing. That was just flawless
I told you guys.
execution.
Best collector in the world right now.
Gaming like it. Just looking completely one-sided for not just the first game, but the first game and a half. What a wood screen. Look at the power of that four-armed creature.
Four-armed creature.
Oh, sorry, six-armed. Six-armed. I am sorry. I am wrong in that. Two are always on the bag, ladies and gentlemen. Two arms are always on the bag when it comes to collector. Always looking to collect. When he's trying to collect today, it's not just a shot at a piece of the prize pool, but he's trying to collect Cetrion's body into his bag. Just fold her up.
And just a little reminder,
Fight.
if SOSED wins the next round, this is for a spot in finals, Aqua.
Yes, it is. Winner will get either DISARTED or Kani. And all four of our semifinalists are guaranteed for the finale, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, oh, that's interesting. The chat is saying, is SOSED fuel superior? Yes, that is his PlayStation name. But Kitana Khan, he has to say something about that as well.
And he said it with his buttons,
Round 2.
with his presence on the screen. He's building a space out of the corner. Those backdashes also covering the ground that he's gonna have to cover if the teleport comes from Collector. So it's kind of a win-win for Cetron in this matchup. Can we throw those backdashes full screen? You know, it's not just a lane game, but it's also a offensive game plan. Pretty interesting to think about. Which way? Wonder if any part of that was absorbable by the wall. Checking each other right now. Interrupts the start of the teleport.
Again, SOSED eating those lasers for breakfast. There's the absorb, but it is completely useless. I hate to say it.
Every time Katana Khan sees it, it's teleport and haha.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kitana Khan laughs every single time when he sees it. Oh, that is a punish. Good guess.
A rare commitment by Collector to finish that string. Does possess a low and overhead mix have been it? They're both much one block. Look at his damage. Breakaway comes, but he's still on the offense. That throw range was insane.
And that is gonna do it. That is all guaranteed. And ladies and gents, it's time for another game 5.
Back to back here.
I love it.
Like, that dash grab range that you saw at the start of that replay would have got me a little bit. But Katana Khan, some of those swings. SOSED in the micro movements, maybe even buttons himself starting up a forward 3. He's been throwing from distance, a lot of 4s. Never know what gets absorbed into a game 5.
Yep, guys, and you know what we do? You know how we roll in the arena. We're gonna press that sweet button here on my stream deck. Let's light it up, Aqua.
Set it ablaze, baby. It's a game 5.
It's gonna get loud, guys.
And who would think that right now we're a game away from Collector being a grand final, sending us there. Light it up.
Good, confirm.
Start.
Ooh. Oh, that is not a tick throw.
Ooh, beautiful movement by SOSED there. Goes out of the corner. Immediately applies the pressure. Katana Khan in a hit advantage. What's going to do with it? Just ground pounds. Doesn't try to teleport out of the corner right now. Letting SOSED come to him. And that was just one decision from both. SOSED got everything that he wanted. Catching Katana in some recovery frames to give himself a match point now. This is for Collector in Grand Finals.
Oh, I can't wait for it. 2 phenomenal fighters. They're fighting for everything. Teleport. Oh, that was good. Realizing, okay, Cetrion is going to recover. Let me go right into the command grab.
Wonderfully covered.
And tires, we got those. Shimmy.
It's Christmas morning here. Every time I see one, Rip interrupts the start of the shock room, says, "Put that thing away, big boy." Uh-oh. He had 2 of them.
Very, very late break from Katana Khan there.
And he's a couple decisions right now.
Oh, what is that thing? What is that with punish? That is it? Jesus Christ, what is that? Aqua? Where's it? I think Aqua fell off his chair.
Oh my goodness. SOSED! Everything about that Collector play was just pristine, gorgeous. Wow. This is one calculated Collector, guys, that you do not want to run into, and he has marched his way through this bracket and now to the grand finals of this final week.
No, that... No, I need the double replay here. I want to see it another time. That was so freaking good here from SOSED. Realizing that Katana Khan is not going to be able to close the gap. And he actually reacted to it. I cannot believe that he pulled that one off. No, that is peak MK11.
SOSED coming into tonight and into this top 8, securing, at least for the moment, the number 8 seed in the finale. And with a run now to the grand finals of this event, I think SOSED's going to be improving his standing in the finale with the performance here and going into there with some momentum.
Oh, definitely.
2 great weeks back-to-back by SOSED. Be on the lookout. And
as always, a big thank you to the entire community. Pira, thank you so much for the resubscription. Now it's time for the never-ending rivalry. DISARTED and KANIMANI. Today, not in grand finals, but in semis. And Aqua said, DISARTED joining this top 8 as the #1 seed, defeating KANIMANI in the qualifiers.
Took it 2-1 in a reverse 2-0. And even Connie saying in the chat that he just played out of his mind in that one. And I will be right back real quick. Just gotta use the restroom. The Kraken strikes again.
Don't even worry about it. We got this. And I see both players in the lobby. And I just want to say thank you once again to the entire community in the back making this possible. Thank you for the resubscriptions. Thank you for the donations. And I think I speak for all the players here as well. So what matchup do we get? KANIMANI continuing with Jackie Briggs. And DISARTED, of course, known for that Sub-Zero. We might see some robberies.
Round 1, fight.
Ooh, the duck under, but that's the problem with Jackie Briggs' grab animation. Very hard to punish. Goop on the ground. DISARTED decides to still press, gets away with it, but yeah, not able to hit confirm this. Little dance, look at this. We're playing neutral, okay. Okay, oh, never mind, guys, never mind.
Stomp by a Briggs.
And again, the whip.
In the other room was that no one's playing neutral, Rip? Is that what I heard?
No, I heard, man, they are playing neutral and then DISARTED went for a random slide immediately after. 1 split second.
That's how they do it, but sometimes you have to have that unpredictability factor to you to really catch someone off guard. And speaking of No.
Yes. And 950 is gonna do its job.
No.
Round 2, fight.
I came back into a moment and beautiful interruption. The interruption right back with the 1-2. DISARTED. If this is how he was playing earlier, no wonder, Rip, that things went the way they did. Let's go. Close one.
Yeah, but KANIMANI also known as Mr. Consistency because he never gives up. And he is not really affected by those drops or when he loses the round any unfortunate way. He just keeps going, Aqua.
But what DISARTED is trying to do right now, Rip, is end a terror. Not a streak. A terror that has been KANIMANI's run here at Kolo X Arena. He has won 4 weeks in a row.
Yes, by far the best performing players in the entire series. But no DISARTED. Interesting that Kani not goes for any break.
Oh no, Jackie.
Sub-Zero.
Even after her arms are cut off, still has the same reach with some of her normals.
Guys, welcome to Kolo X Arena.
Oh no. That one was for you, Jackie players. A rare KB to see.
Sub-Zero. Jackie Briggs. Sub-Zero.
Pay attention to detail on the axis shattering on the ground. So DISARTED. Going up early.
And 86% of the community right now believing in KANIMANI. Only 15% on DISARTED.
Looks like a lot of people didn't do their homework, Rip. Or they know. That was so... I have no words anymore. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Going down.
We're out here anti-airing with the character's slowest normals into full combos. That's what we're doing right now. Next level gaming, and I can't wait to see these kids take it into the next title. And I know everyone else is excited. A lot of the comments lately, Rip, have been people dying to see what the pros, especially, you know, those that have come through in the last couple of years that we haven't been able to see them a lot. What it's like with a new game in a new scene, a new wave
Yes.
of offline events, of online events. How it all goes.
That is a beautiful point. One of the most things I'm excited about as well is just see how are these kids able to transition into the next game when everything is fresh. And we spoke about it a lot, Aquaman. There is a lot of new talent out there, young talent as well.
And I've been around for every single iteration of when it's happened in the NetherRealm scene. That was such a good anti-air.
It was.
Going from MK9 to Injustice 1. All these new people coming in. And then MKX comes out. All the people that are coming back from MK9 to MKX and all the young kids that picked up Injustice. How are they going to do when MKX comes out? Guess what? Same thing happened with Injustice 2. Same thing happened with MK11. And more times than not, Rip, these young kids are the ones that you see on stage.
And I can't wait for it. And I really hope here, I mean, it might sound a little bit biased, but I'm really hoping for all these EU boys and girls to shine during an offline because they deserve it. They're putting in so much work into the game for the last years. Very consistent as well. Beautiful. Oh, that is a punish, and Kani is saying thank you.
I think I caught playing with his food there a little bit. Going for a lot of 4 Tuesday to try to close out. They started 1 game apiece. Earlier when they played, it was a 1st to 2. Now 1st to 3. They got some extra games, some extra mind games to play. I'm shocked that he didn't pick up off the double down 1 right there. Usually that's the usual conversion that impresses me is when he anti-airs down 1 forward dash down 1 slide to convert.
That is right. But Kanimani tying this entire thing up.
Oh, sorry.
Don't even worry about it. Pollux, thank you so much for the gifted sub to the community, providing that ad-free viewing experience to everyone here on the Twitch side of things. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you all for your support.
Round 1, fight.
Here for the players, for us.
And don't forget,
Having a good time.
exclamation point Matcherino in the chat if you guys are feeling generous, want to support this project, the players, and the sweat.
Woo!
But Kani right now turning this entire match around.
And guys, seriously, if you want to donate to the prize pool tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get a piece of that prize pool. I am I'm a good run away from being in the finale, Rip.
Oh, now I'm Aqua, you can't make it to the finals, and I didn't. I'm getting roasted for that.
Sounds like I might have to really. It sounds like I really got to rig it tomorrow.
Pleta, thank you so much for the prime love. Oh, Aqua is gonna sweat for his life tomorrow.
Last week I competed on Hitbox. I might have to break out the actual pad tomorrow, Rip. I might have to play on pad. I might have to sweat it out. It's like these guys always sweat amongst each other.
Oh, Kani, that was so ballsy. Not waking up buttons, waking up forward dash into buttons.
That's a really big call out to make of someone probably backdashing and looking for you to wake up with something to whiff punish, and then you challenge them. The counter offense.
Oh, we started looking. Ooh, it's getting close.
Been there again?
Another good tag. Look at the defense from both.
I was about to say, there was a few times where DISARTED was a commitment away from having that round. But nickel and dimed him towards the end. 5%, 10% of the time. Oh! The down 2? An hit advantage? I don't think that was intentional.
Right to the stomach. Good throw. No tag whatsoever from Kanimani on this one. But we answer right back. There's the break from DISARTED.
Wonderful break of the throw. Forward 2 works. DISARTED gets all this guaranteed damage stuff for the chip, and now he's in PM 2-1. Okay, wait, I want to say never here. Perfectly waits out the grenade. And anti-airs securing another game. DISARTED 1 away from another grand finals to his name and giving Kanimani his first ever loss on stream in this series. What a statement.
1 away. And Mayhem having a little party in the chat. Thank you for the support, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And of course, welcome to Kolo X Arena. We're getting closer and closer to the grand finals today. And DISARTED, Kanimani said it. He is really playing out of his mind today.
Trying to put an end to the terror before the end. If Kanimani wins this, it will be an undefeated streak that will probably be on par or up there in the halls of our events with the multiple time champions you have, with my three-peat that Tweety had, to win 5 weeks in a row. Come on.
Do you want to know something incredible as well, Aquaman? Kanimani to this day, the only player who managed to play an entire arena qualifier undefeated. And that means 4 matches a week for 6 weeks straight into the finale, and he won it in the end as well.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Ah, good hit confirmed.
And a match point from getting a asterisk next to his name this series.
Round 2.
It's Connie.
Fight.
Getting a taste of his own medicine, though, a little bit. Rip. How many people has he axed away with this Sub-Zero as well? On a week where me and you begged him.
Yes.
We begged him not to go Sub-Zero. And what did he do?
Yeah.
He mixed.
He mixed the shit out of everyone. Good on forecheck. Back 3. We got those hit confirmed. Cross jump. Wants to push Kanimani into the corner. Now what's for dinner? What's for breakfast?
Knows that kind of doesn't want to break either. Hasn't broken really all set long. Gets one hold of the north. It should be the round.
Not yet.
Close
I
to.
smell the rob. Oh, he's gonna do something crazy. Oh, okay. He can't trade with that one.
If it was a little bit later to absorb it on the way down, perhaps.
Fight.
But what an interesting interaction. A projectiles there.
Speaking
Back
of
onto your own group.
interesting interactions.
The slide in neutral that's caught. Or could have been reactionary. Who knows? Who knows with these two? We saw DISARTED. DISARTED? Yeah, earlier react to a Johnny Cage fireball. Jump range.
Let's not count him out, because that is actually quite good for a comeback. 45% into bleed damage. Okay, we cash out immediately.
So bold. Worded quite well. Slight health lead now. Jackie doesn't really get pressure here. Sub-Zero's able to breathe. Just a down one, and what about the floss block attempt? Get the air there! The Goopy's gonna bleed onto it!
No
and
way!
All of a sudden, it's another game 5.
Okay, that was unexpected.
No. I thought this may have been in the bag after that first round. What is happening? Empty leaps. And it was a down 1, stand 1, backdash, air to air.
Jackie Briggs.
Which is what I would call a scramble.
Lost high of the
He started saying that we're playing for imaginary points. Technically at the moment, because I think that they are secured 1 and 2 seed.
Just insane. What's happening
With that being
here
said,
today?
I don't know if Mako actually has enough to pass him on that second spot. We'll actually have to see when things unfold. And it's going to be a game 5 to decide that particular fate tonight. And as we mentioned earlier, the fate of Kanimani's massive streak at the Flames.
That is true.
Here at the arena.
I think at this point for Kanimani, the streak is more important than the points, Aquaman. Let's say it like that. Shoutouts to Mayhem in the chat. Thank you for the sub. But DISARTED, look at this pressure.
I know I would be pride. It's one heck of a thing. But DISARTED just had one heck of a round.
You are no warrior.
Says you are no warrior.
Round 2.
I mean, he was last game. I wouldn't test him. He starts off, gets severely punished for that whiff. And even though he tech that, look how much health this blue has done, about 30%. Thought there's finally going to be some time to press right there.
Oh, that was ballsy. Wake up violence. Kanimani. Confident. Oop. There it is.
I think he responded to violence with violence because there were some wake ups
Yes.
coming from the start. They were a little bit wild. Wake up, neutral, jump one. He said, I'm not having any of this crap. I'm swinging here. Final game. Final round now.
Good block, good bait. Nice awareness.
He closed that gap so quick. Never know if one of these guys is going to make the decision to start a full screen game versus an up close game. I mean, they could be one dash or a couple wave dashes away. One back dash away, jumps himself out of the corner, leaves himself in. No, still out. Hello, what are you kidding me? Anti crossover, down one into the show.
No, guys. He is one of the best commentators ever. Aqua, you're insane. Oh, that is good. That is good. He's already out.
No.
He doesn't want to see it.
This is...
That
He's
was
saying,
so
he's
quick.
saying, if I never saw it, it never happened, right? He said, if
I didn't see it,
Close
you
your
didn't
eyes.
see it as well.
and pretend it's all a bad dream.
But I love the competitive spirit here from these guys. DISARTED Kanimani whenever they lose. I see it in the chat right now. My mod's trying to calm it down. But that is... What do we call it? Aqua, do we call it spirit?
I call it GG's.
I call it GG's as well. Kanimani and DISARTED, great performance. And for the very, very, very first time in Kolo X Arena, Kanimani not winning a weekly qualifier.
In the final one. What's the format for finals? It's going to be a first to 3, 16-player double elimination bracket.
That is true. And we can actually take a look at this bracket, guys. I don't even know, can we call this a surprise? Because I don't think it does the players justice at all when we say SOSED in finals a surprise. He is ridiculous, he is insane, and he deserves that spot. So much talent competing here on a daily basis.
And with that performance today, SOSED, at the start of the night, was, I believe, secured at around the 8th seed. I didn't do every single point. I only did most of the points in the couple of minutes before going live. So I will have to do all of the points after the stream. Things will not be 100% final, but he was looking like the 8th seed. And with that was before the stream, now making it to grand finals, that's another 50 points, or probably another 25 points, give or take. He's looking good. He could jump up another couple seeds.
Okay, let's see what this is all about, guys. Grand finals incoming. Thanks for being here, and it's DISARTED versus SOSED. And Aquaman, stop doing the points. Take a look at the screen.
Whoa! There's no way. SOSED
Shaolin Trap Dungeon.
just added to our variety tonight by bringing in the Solar Papa Kodokan to get us started. It's grand finals time, baby.
It is. Let's get it. Kotalkan on screen. Aqua is a happy man right now.
I better see some grabs. I want to see some blood getting sucked. I want to see some good Mortal Kombat. It's a character that we've seen give DISARTED trouble. You remember week 1 of this series, grand finals, was DISARTED sub, I believe, versus Connie's Kodokan.
I think so. Yes, we saw that. Oh, so
DISARTED.
yeah, there's the kitty cat. And Aqua always
That's right,
says
yeah, the corner.
great tool to get out of the corner.
Please and thank you. Sick punish too, and one of the best ways to get him to the corner. Gonna use that similar to Gears' command grab. Oh no, the poke counter poke game. And once you start respecting the kitty, rip, gobble gobble. There it is.
Come here, my friends.
He's at level 2.
Oh wait,
You will scream.
I'm gonna be. I don't know what or why.
Fight.
Yeah, what?
You
I
would
love
do
the
it
confidence.
when he has that much health. But it's still, because he had the totems up, Rip, the God Ray actually does more damage per totem that you have, and it melted him.
Yeah, but SOSED in the chat, I like that he texted during the match saying, I didn't do that.
Oh, is that SOSED?
Yeah, it's SOSED.
Oh no. The game wanted him to praise the sun. That's messed up. Not watching his toes. If this is DISARTED. It's been the game plan from start to end so far. There's only one thing on his mind, and it is victory. And he's just a couple of hits away from being one more step away. But Total Con is conning right now, and if he Kodals a little bit more, he just might be dead. The dropkick. Man. Some of the most ugly things I have seen that had led to quite a crazy situation at the end. Wow. I don't. He said I'm about to delete the game. Okay, people. This is back-to-back huge things on Kolo X Arena that we've seen players go to characters and whiff something that probably costs them a match in the corner because it's a character-specific thing that only whiffs in the corner. Do you remember someone went to Sub-Zero and a certain corner or a certain combo didn't work in the corner because they didn't know that, because Slide didn't combo a certain way in the corner? It's similar to how Cat does right there. Interesting that these pocket characters are falling victim to something as small as that.
No one backdash, expecting the jump.
Trying to wake up with a down 3 to get some kind of offense going. And that's exactly what Sub-Zero wants a lot of the time. This character's built around that backdash button to catch that poke if you're pressing. He's trying to press everything right now. The slight weight does get the forward 1 punish.
Oh, good up 3, DISARTED. We have the execution on point.
That is the ultimate way to take away someone's, I don't know, momentum. They almost take an entire health bar off of you, and you just flawless block them and say, have a nice day. So some get a lot going here. Hasn't forced one tick throw guess yet.
Good confirm, good conversion.
Right, command trap. Okay. The tattoos are glowing. He's part chitin himself. I don't know why he let that rip, but maybe it's the mind game.
Get launched. Up 3. We are still holding up after.
No! No! SOSED's gonna say that he didn't mean it out either, but it worked! And who's the air-to-air? That's gonna be G. Jeez, I think on a 1050, Total Con does have a little bit of extra. He's got a little bit of extra padding on him. It's gonna absorb a little bit more. Okay. And if he would have blocked, he had the bar to block, punish, and kill him right there.
Why is it so toxic here today in Kolo X Arena Aqua? What is happening?
Year 4 of MK11, MK1 was just announced.
Is that the reason behind it?
That's why I was doing animalistic things. Yes. You should have seen my Shiva in a tournament yesterday.
Wait, you played Shiva?
I played air grab Shiva.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What do y'all know? It's year 4 MK11. We're having fun, baby.
You know what? I respect it.
I didn't expect to see Kotal Khan from SOSED either. He has got quite an arsenal of characters himself. Gearus, Collector, Kotal here. The man represents Outworld quite well.
Round 1. Fight.
A little too early on that forward 2 attempt to try to meaty. SOSED's going to need a miracle. He's going to need at least to get to level 3 multiple times. He's got some gorgeous pickups, but these are not leading to the big damage that one totem should be leading to if you get the hit. Totem leads to about 25 to 30 guaranteed. Outside of that command grab, which even with a totem still going to be hit for almost quarter life, and now he's getting everything going.
Flawless block. Another cross from DISARTED, reading him like a Harry Potter book.
So Galaxy Brain to do that. Oh, you know the moment. Oh, DISARTED was making some Galaxy Brain decisions. Right there, he read the command grab, but the only time that it would have killed Raw, and he set it up with being slightly negative in his face. That's just anti-Kotal Khanage, if it works. And Kotal Khan, for being 400 pounds of raw beetle muscle right now, can certainly move across the screen.
Oh, DISARTED going crazy. Another jump in.
Tries to bait him with that backdash forward 2 there. Making him think that he had space to press the button. I started to get some offense off it. Like that SOSED was trying to swing out with some aggression there. You swing out with forward 1-2 with Kotal if you think that they're going to backdash. So DISARTED just right on the mind games.
Such a nasty walk down just into the forward 2. Oh no, he dies for it.
Final round.
And now Rip,
Fight.
DISARTED. He's a round away from the qualifying stages of the EU Kolo X Arena stage being over. He finds the first hit. And just put that totem away, big boy. You are not getting to level 3 on my watch. You will not be a Dark Souls boss today. You will not pass go. You will not collect $200. How much is on the line? Over 300 so far.
Oh, that is right. Another huge combo incoming. Shows that he has the bars to spend. But he doesn't. He just takes it.
And he took all 462 of that Ling Kuei juice. This man DISARTED got the plus block in the 4-2, but if he would have had the meter to back it up, probably could have seen some magic there. And your mix can kill now? Guess is right. SOSED gonna take the damage for what it is. Now, the bad part about this is that it's gonna toss him out of the corner. And it's not the easiest thing to get a little bit of, you know, offensive presence on this knockdown here. Let's see what he can do.
Don't want cat. SOSED. I know that DISARTED was looking for some kind of interaction, but the kitty cat is just too quick. I missed that.
Cat's gonna get you one way or another. DISARTED says down 1 cat, not down 1 command grab. Crazy. Hey man, it's the one mix-up that he's got, DISARTED. Although super well played there at SOSED. He got a little scary there, but that stagger, jump over, stagger, then button kitty. So much time had passed, and you're so worried about a command grab. That's a great way to get your opponent to freak out, because you talk about how Aztec uses this character so differently. SOSED showing us why Cat can be so effective at a competitive level.
DISARTED right here, catching those recovery frames, full punish, corner carry included, and just a grab.
So trying to counter poke. That's gonna be hard against a couple of Sub-Zero's buttons. A down one can definitely whiff. And that's where you see that that back three of Sub-Zero's clip it a lot of times. And the false block came. You're still getting scooped and looped.
Oh, the pressure is ridiculous right now.
Guess away from being dead, but he took it on hit. A 50-50.
Yep, that's it.
And he boldly challenged down one right there, Rip, on block to DISARTED. When the last round, he died challenging down one on block.
That is a good point. Oh, I love that taunt.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, now it's getting a little bit too sweaty in here. Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
now, DISARTED may have woken up. Somebody looks a little upset as to how that last one ended. Was sick of guessing off of the down one, and now he says, I'm not even going to guess. It's your turn. Okay. Gorgeous floss block of his own, though. SOSED, is there a miracle tonight? There is not. DISARTED with the sub is going to stop this Kolo in his tracks, but SOSED, having one hell of a final week, will secure a great finale spot. Same thing with DISARTED, our champion tonight. And that was a great closeout to the qualifying stage of this series here for EU, Rip.
I completely agree, my friend. So many insane top 8s back-to-back every single week. And I'm a little bit sad as well when I say that was the last qualifier for Kolo X Arena on the Europe side, at least for now. I mean, we never know what happens in the future, guys, right?
That's right. And also never know when I stop by on those arena finals.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, DISARTED, a very, very solid win today. A lot of great sets, a lot of close sets, a lot of game 5s.
Yeah,
Aqua, I gotta say...
It's about time we got a few game 5s in a row.
Yeah, I gotta say, I enjoyed it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And make sure to check out the Kolosseum. Aqua, real quick, I know you hate it, but what do you have cooked over there?
Yeah, right now we've got some more, we've got one more qualifier in this series that's going down tomorrow on the Kolosseum channel, youtube.com/@thekolosseum for a plethora of events going down, not just here at Kolo X Arena. I've also got a Faction Wars series, or series called Faction Wars, that is just North American console MK11 East and West going down with a team battle at the end in that series. I also cook up random events. At the moment, around once a month, I cook up a random event where I ask our viewers what they want to see, and then I let the viewers pick live ways to mess with the players. And we just did one yesterday. We did an Injustice 2 one last month. This month we did one where players were locked into certain characters that the chat voted on. It was a ton of fun. And so always doing events, always putting events out here at the Kolosseum. And cooking up a lot more, going on MK1. Go follow us there. Go follow my man Rip here. We've been having a blast here.
You guys are amazing. And I think that's the perfect way to close out the stream. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. And I'm gonna be back tomorrow, of course. Can't wait for it. Have a great evening, a great day wherever you are from. And we are actually gonna raid a German friend of mine. Be nice in the chat.
Let's
go
go
crazy. It's gonna be a wild one. Meet you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Aqua and me. We are out.